Hi, it's Alana and welcome back to YogaYin. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm going to take you through a sequence for fertility. This one is for the heart. It's for a student who lost a baby at 20 weeks, so is grieving that loss, as I'm sure we can all understand, and who also is struggling with her fertility and conceiving again. So this sequence is going to work very, very strongly with the liver. She's a student with a lot of energy, so it's going to be a lot of standing poses today. So for those of you who want a more energetic practice, this is really good for you. It will be divided into two parts, so you can practice the first half an hour and then come into legs up the wall and leave it there. Or I'm going to do a meditation for grief at the end of it, which can be practiced if, say, you're practicing at night times. So I hope you enjoy it. Please keep sending your feedback. I am endeavoring to get back to everyone. And please remember that YouTube doesn't show me your replies to my replies. So if I am slow on getting back to you, please just start a new thread. You can contact me on Facebook, and if you'd like a personalized sequence of your own, we'll be taking the majority of April off, so please contact me soon. Namaste. Okay, now I want you to come to the center of your mat when you're ready. And we're going to start off in a standing position. So I want you to just make sure your feet are underneath your hips. You pick up your toes and you spread them and plant them down. And then come forward, pick up the heels just slightly and plant them down. So we want the body to be really grounded. Good. Bring your weight backwards and forwards. Find that point at which you feel like you could stand for a long time. Soften your knees if you lock them back like I do. Draw your knees in towards one another, and then just gently tuck the tailbone under. Draw up through the sides of the body rather than the belly. Want the belly nice and soft. Roll your shoulders back and down. Good. And then just drop your chin so your neck is long, you're looking straight ahead. And keep that energy flowing right through the fingertips. And then I want you to feel your weight in your feet. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Beautiful. And then I want you to bring your hands together and just interlace your fingers pointing up towards the ceiling, up and over their head. And we're going to inhale here, take a deep breath, and then exhale, fold to your right and just look straight ahead, working into the liver and the gallbladder meridian. Take another deep breath here. And then inhale, come back to center, and exhale to the other side. Make a note of which side feels a little easier for you, which side is a little more difficult. And then inhale, come back to center, and I want you to bring your hands down to your heart. And we're going to come into Vrksasana tree pose. Tree pose being a really, really good pose both for grounding, but also of course for the heart, which is really important here. So when you're ready, I want you to feel your weight in your feet. Hands to Anjali Mudra, prayer at the heart. Good. And then I want you to shift your weight over to your left foot. Focus your eyes on a spot in front of you, either on the wall or the floor, and lift up that right foot and either place it beneath the knee or in towards the groin, upper thigh, but never on the knee. You don't want to compromise the knee. Good. And I want you to just keep this position. And then when you're ready, I want you to inhale, raise your arms up and over the head, hands to prayer. Inhale, stretch out, and exhale, Open it out. Beautiful. Take another breath. Let your heart be soft. Inhale back to center. And exhale. Take it down to the heart. Beautiful. And then release it. Walk through the feet. Grounding down now through that right foot. Hands to prayer at the heart. Steady yourself. And just find your spot. And raise your leg. Either to beneath the knee if you did so on the other side, or into the groin. Beautiful. When you're ready, I want you to open it up. Hands to prayer above the head. Deep breath here. And then inhale, reach up and open it out. Good. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale, bring it back down to the heart. And then release it. As gracefully as you went in, come out. Now we're going to come into an upper back bend now, just opening out the heart and working into the heart and the lungs. We're going to take the hands behind the back in prayer pose, like so. Now if you find that's too much for you, anatomically it doesn't work, just take hold of your inner elbows. When you're ready, inhale and exhale. Come back as far as you can trust yourself. And then inhale, come back to center and release. So often we can go back further than we actually think. Inhale now and exhale, just fold the body forward. Reversing that backward bend with a forward bend. If you can, slide the palms of your hands under your feet, do so. Full Uttanasana, bend the elbows. Another deep breath here. And then release your hands and roll the way up the spine. Vertebrae by vertebrae, shoulders, neck and head are the last to come up. Step your feet out nice and wide now. Right foot turned out. Left foot in on a slight angle, hands on hips. Now if you need to adjust your back foot to make it comfortable for yourself, do so. We're going to come into Trikonasana triangle pose, breathing out from the heart to the fingertips, folding from the hip, dropping the hand and either placing it lightly on the leg or bringing the fingertips to the floor, other hand to the hip. Open it out, look up towards the ceiling. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Turn your head. If it's too much for your neck, just look straight ahead. Inhale here, reach up. Exhale, look down at the foot, and then just turn your foot towards the front of your mat. We're going to take our hands in front of our feet, Prasarita Padottanasana. Take your legs out wider if you're comfortable. Outer edge of your foot is parallel with the mat unless you have knee or ankle issues, in which case turn your toes out. Inhale here and exhale, walk your hands either in front of your feet, between your feet, or behind your feet. Beautiful, and then turn out your left foot. Either place that left hand on the leg or down to the mat and open up and look up towards the ceiling if that's comfortable for your neck. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come all the way back up to center. And exhale, release. Step your feet in back to Tadasana. Now we're going to come into Hasta Bhujangusthasana, which we normally do if we're lying down on the mat, which is very good for the liver and the gallbladder. This one is going to be a little bit more tricky. So if you would like to balance against a wall for this one, please come over to the wall. When you're ready, I want you to bring your hands to your hips and drop your weight through your feet. Good. And then we're going to pick up that right leg. Take hold of the big toe with the index, middle finger and thumb and extend that leg. Beautiful. Bend the knee. And then I want you to take that leg out to the side. Remember, use the wall if you need to here. One more deep breath. Good, and then release it. Hands back to the hips. Take that leg out in front of you. Hold it here. Point your toe. And then inhale, raise it and release it. Okay, if you haven't done that before, that's going to feel like a challenging pose. So please just see how you go with it, but it's really good for the liver and the gallbladder. Working to the other side now, grounding down through that right foot. You're going to find one side is easier than the other. Make sure you've got a wall on this side. Pick up your toe, index, middle finger and thumb. Hand to the hip. Find your spot to focus on. And then a couple of deep breaths here. Good. Now, still keeping hold of this toe. My toe is broken, so I'm going to take hold of the inside of my foot. I want you to extend your leg. One more deep breath, and then release it. Hands to your hips. Take that leg out in front of you, point the toe. Good. Deep breaths. And then raise the leg and release it. Walk through your feet. Take your legs out nice and wide now, not worrying about your posture. Hands to your hips. And we're going to circle the hips. Now this sequence is particularly good when it's practiced in spring. So if you're in the northern hemisphere, you're coming up to exactly the right time to practice a sequence like this. Bend your knees, circle the hips, and then reverse those circles. Don't worry if you can hear a clunk clunk. Working down into the pelvis, releasing off the pelvis. Now my student is a belly dancer. She should be very good at this. And then I want you to do an infinity symbol. Bending your knees. Let the belly be free. And really just work into the pelvis, releasing it, letting it go, letting the blood flow. Good, and when you're ready, come back to center. Finding your Tadasana spine. Bring the tips of your thumbs, your fingertips together. Place them over the belly. Breathe down into the belly. Drop your weight through your feet. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. Good, couple more deep breaths here. Beautiful. Now we're going to come down to our mat and come into pose of a child, Balasana. So we've used a lot of energy in that sequence. So I want you to take your knees out to the side and your big toes together and slide your arms forward. Rest the forehead and then drop the elbows and rest completely in Balasana. Now we're going to work with the mind and just softening the mind. Now if you want to be really comfortable, I want you to take a pillow and then just rest your body. Let the belly be free. Couple more deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, take your pillow to one side if you're resting on a pillow. Slide your arms back down. Stretch out the shoulders. And then walk your hands gently back into your body. Come into a kneeling pose. Now if it's not comfortable for you in a kneeling pose, take that pillow and place it in between your buttocks and your heels. Sitting up nice and straight, crown of the head drawing up towards the ceiling. And when you're ready, we're going to practice Prana Mudra. Come with me. Inhale, raise the arms up and over the head to prayer. Exhale, bring them down to the forehead. Peel the palms away at the forehead, fingertips together. Take it all the way down to the base of the body. Inhale to raise, come back into prayer. And exhale to open out. Calming the mind right down, inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more round in your own time. Bringing your palms to your lap, facing upward, left on top of right, tip of the thumbs together. Notice your breath at the tip of the nostrils as you inhale. And as you exhale. Let your eyes open when you're ready. Taking your pillow to one side if you're using one. Rolling onto your back. Alpanasana. Hands over your knees, small circles on your lower spine. Breathing down into the belly. Reversing those circles. Hugging the knees into the belly. And then taking your arms out at shoulder height, palms facing down. Inhaling here and exhaling, taking the knees over to your right hand side. Turning the head if that's comfortable for your neck, or if not, looking straight up at the ceiling. Keep the belly nice and free. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, come back to center, hug the knees once more. And then when you're ready, roll off to one side, and we're going to come up into Viparita Karani, legs up the wall. Coming into Viparita Karani from the side, nice pillow there for your head. Just gently swing your legs up the wall. Big toes together, tips of the thumbs and the forefingers together, hands over the belly. Good, inhaling now and exhaling, take the legs out to the side. Working into the liver and the gallbladder again. Just balancing those meridians. And then inhale, bring the legs back together. Allowing the flow of blood to come all the way down from the legs into the womb. And then inhale, bend your knees. And exhale, roll off to one side and make your way back to your mat. You can either finish your practice here if you're doing a morning practice, or if you have more time, you can come into the full practice. We're going to practice a meditation now lying down. So if you're finishing your practice now, I want you to bring your hands to prayer. Namaste. If you're staying with me, I want you to have a pillow or a blanket at the top of your mat, and we're going to come to lying on the mat. Nice and comfortable. If it's cold where you are, please pop a blanket over you, lying in full Shavasana. If you can feel it in your lower back, pop a pillow or a bolster underneath your lower back. Make sure that you're really, really comfortable. And then release your arms alongside your body, palms facing upward. Allow the weight of your body to sink down into the mat. And bring your awareness to your jaw. Relax your jaw. Bring your awareness to your shoulders and release the shoulders. Let them go. And then bring your awareness to the palms of your hands. Release the palms of the hands. Let them go. And then allow yourself a gentle smile. Corners of the mouth turning upwards. Just feel the difference. The feeling of this smile makes your whole face. Whole face smiling. And when you can feel this, I want you to start to breathe the smile down into your heart. Down into your throat. Feel the smile at your throat. Feel that smile removing any blockages of the throat so that you may speak your truth. And now breathe that smile down into your heart space. Feel it, feel the whole of the heart and the upper back. And whatever comes up for you now, feel it, acknowledge it. Deep exhalation, let it go. Heart is free to feel whatever it needs to feel. Bring that smile down into your solar plexus, upper belly, sense of self, feel the sense of self and self-trust growing stronger. Gently bring that smile all the way down into the pelvis. Feel the whole of the pelvis, the sacrum, the lower back with that smile. Allow yourself to breathe out and really release this area. Letting go of all the hurt. Letting go of all the pain. Filling this area with a sense of love. And confidence that you can conceive. And gently just forgiving yourself. Letting go of any sense of guilt. And opening yourself up to new possibilities. As you breathe out, just let this all go. Let whatever emotion comes rise up and leave. And as you breathe in a renewed sense of positivity and openness. Breathe in all the good things that are coming to you. beautiful healing breath. To the whole of the body, the tips of the fingertips, the tips of the toes. Taking with you a sense of your own power. When you're ready, float your eyes open. Stretch your arms up and over your head and stretch your legs. And then gently roll off to one side. And make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Bringing the hands to Anjali Mudra. So that is our Yoga for Fertility sequence for the heart. Healing the heart, restoring a sense of confidence in the body. Also really working into the liver and the gallbladder and really increasing those chances of perception, re-regulating the period. If you have any questions or feedback, please don't hesitate to contact me on YouTube or Facebook. If you'd like a personalized sequence, please do the same. And to all of the women out there, happy International Women's Day. You are a superhero. And what's your power? Simply being a woman. Namaste.